Good morning, everyone. It's Dave with Alaskan Homesteading. Today we have a little bit of an adventure we're going to go on. Something we like to do every year is harvest a bunch of wild berries. Today we're going to go up to Hatcher Pass and look for some local wild berries there that are colloquially called crowberries or blackberries. The scientific name is Empetrum Nigrum. They are a superfood. If you do a little bit of research on them, and I'll provide some links in the description, you'll see they're super high in antioxidants and a health food that the Alaska native populations have used for, well, centuries, I'm sure. Got our Pathfinder loaded up. We are ready to go. Fueled up and ready to go. Here. This is beautiful Hatcher Pass, Alaska, just north of Palmer. This is one of my favorite places to be. It is incredibly scenic. Got 360-degree panoramic mountain views all around you, and right now it is a little snowy. The roads are icy getting up here, and all the campgrounds except for the Gold Mint parking are closed for the year. But boy, what a gorgeous place. Sliding on the ice. Yeah. And up behind us we have Hatcher Pass Lodge, a place for really nice warm meals and drinks, and they have lodging accommodations as well. We've never stayed there, but I think we'll probably try that at some point. Maybe stay up here for a night, do some aurora watching, and see how that is. But anyway, we're here to pick berries, so let's get to it. This is the plant that we're picking berries from. The natives also call this mossberry because it sort of resembles a low-lying moss, but it grows in these sort of evergreen looking kind of strands, and this is what the berries look like, just little black berries. By themselves the berries aren't super sweet, but they do have a nice flavor, and when you combine them with some sugar you can make a really nice sauce or topping, dessert topping. We use them in baked goods, and they're one of our favorite things to forage for because they're pretty easy. This very controversial tool, the berry rake, works especially well on these because the growth habit of these plants is such that when you pull the rake through the plant, you're really not grabbing the plant very much. You're just pulling the berries off. And so you can fairly quickly harvest a decent volume of these things. Well, if you can see the plants. Right now, we've come here way too late in the season and we're picking through the snow, and that's not ideal, but it's what we have to do. Every once in a while, you'll run into some old blueberries too, which at this point they are a little squishy because it's way past the season, but I'll just end up leaving them in with the crowberries. One thing that's pretty cool with these berries is once you get an eye for how they grow, you can see their mounds all the way across a valley, and you can tell immediately that there's a bunch of crowberries in a certain spot. Makes them pretty easy to find. You usually just have to go walk up the side of the hill a little bit to get to them. Well, how's your berry picking over here?
What did you get?
Too bad. Quart maybe. It's a little bit of a, I don't know, crowberry snow cone in there.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's tons of berries out here.
yeah, if you can get the snow off of the mounds, there's berries under there, but
Yeah.
it's hard to do that without dislodging the berries. So,
I need enough for waffles and 1 cup for pancake.
yeah.
Because we don't have any. We have maybe like a cup of pancake. That's it.
Yeah, we're just late.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's hard to see because the light's so flat.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer you want to stay out.
I don't know. I feel fine. Just, my feet are getting a little cold,
Yeah.
but be all right.
Okay.
I could go for another probably hour.
Okay.
And it's cold and wintry up here. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I really love coming up here. Even if we don't go home with a ton of berries, which I don't think we will, it's a little hard to get at them under the snow without damaging them. But even if we don't go home with a bunch, it's just nice to be out here. This trail getting out of here is a little treacherous. Would have been smart to wear better boots with some ice spikes. But didn't really know what to expect. Didn't put a ton of thought into it. We just really wanted to get out and pick. Well, up here at the end of the road is Independence Mine, which is a nice place to tour. Obviously, this time of year, they have the road closed up here, so you can still access the site by foot if you want to. It's a really cool historic site. Probably better to visit during the summer when you can actually see the stuff you want to look at. There's a lot of old buildings left over, and it's a really cool spot. A big open area here by the mine with lots of trails. You can hike pretty much anywhere up here that you want to. There's a lake just up over this ridge here, and that's a pretty hike. The parking area here does require a fee. I think it's pretty modest. It might be $5, I forget. We buy the annual pass, so we don't worry about it. But up here you can see the mine buildings. In the winter, you'll see lots of ski tracks and snow machine tracks up here because this is all public land and the snow gets pretty deep, and it's really just a beautiful place to be. I'm going to wrap up for today. We had an okay time berry picking. We didn't get as much as we wanted to. I think we ended up with about 1.5 gallons, which is way less than we would normally try to acquire in a season, but all the other projects really took precedence, and we just didn't get out here and pick when we should have. So, well, you know, next year there'll be more berries and we'll come out and pick at a better time. Hopefully we'll get more. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you in the next video.